Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We're going to have some Yrl Division 1 night racing here in Martinsville, Virginia at the Martinsville Speedway. 25 turns here. Race number 6 in season number 8. The last race winner was MP Fox. We're coming from a different location here in the house, so let me know if the sounds all right and if the lighting's good, if everything shows up nice here on StreamYard and YouTube. Like I say, first race, first video here in the new location. So hope everything's hooked up and doing well. Get some racing in here. 25 turns. Martinsville 250. Just past the halfway mark in the regular season. 5 races down, 5 to go to the end of the regular season. Then the final 4 races will be the playoffs. Shuffle up the cards here. MP Fox. Hey, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Yeah, I moved into a different room. Didn't know if the lighting and the sound, if it would echo in here. There's not much in the room here. I didn't know if the sound would be echoey. Yeah. Shuffle the drivers up here. See how many TV drivers we'll have besides for MP Fox, last week's winner. Put the drivers in there. Let's see here. How many TV drivers are we going to have? We're going to have 5 more unless MP Fox gets one of these 5. So 23 will be a TV driver. Shotgun to the field. Whoever's 43rd will be a TV driver. 17 will be a TV driver. 24th will be a TV driver. And last, 13th. And like I say, if MP Fox isn't in one of those qualifying spots, we'll have 6 TV drivers here in Martinsville. Put these 5 back in, shuffle them up. We'll get to the starting grid here for the Martinsville 250. Alrighty, here we go. First up is 43rd, a TV driver. And that will be Trouble, 55 car Trouble. We'll be starting shotgun to the field. Any place to go is up. And a TV driver. So we'll see how that works out. Next up is 13, the other TV driver. Let's see here. That's Michael P. Be starting 13th and be a TV driver. And the 73. Next up will be our pole winner. Let's see who's starting from the pole. Darla and the 14 starting on the pole. Starting 39th. Be Roger Ward. And the 24. Starting 33rd will be Jim Cutter in the 68. Starting 16th will be Clinton Parks in the 88. Starting 12th will be Keith Avalon in the 1 car. '40th. Whoa, pull 2 of them out, put them back. Do a little shuffling here. '40th will be Sarah Reynolds in the 97. '18th will be Glenn B. in the 23. '21st will be Ken Castro in the 92. '24th, as I bump the camera, will be Tim Tromfan, and he'll be a TV driver. There you go, Tim, starting 24th in the 26 car and a TV driver. Starting 10th will be Bobby Catalino in the 20 car. Yeah, not bad, 24th. Might be a lot of wrecks up front here in Martinsville. You can move your way up. Starting 34th, Double D in the Deuce in the 2 car. '36th, Zoom in the 4 car. Starting 29th, be Amish Elvis in the 00 car. Can Elvis win this race for Lisa Marie? Starting 7th, be Glenn P in the 4 car. Starting 30th. Hey, ID, how's it going? Doing some YRL racing here, ID. Starting 30th is Michael B in the 1. Starting 2nd, outside pole sitter, will be Philip Reynolds in the 64. Starting 22nd is P-Jet in the 44. Starting 3rd will be Fast Eddie in the 9 car. Starting 35th will be Matt Sharver in the 59. '27th starting position will be Hammer Time in the 34. Starting 14th will be D. Scott Howard in the 13. Whoa, that got away. Starting 38th will be Danny and Gray in the 42. Starting 9th be Candy in the 68. Starting 31st will be Keith White in the 17. Starting 17th will be Devin OG in the 28. And he'll be a TV driver. Starting 23rd be Paul Govier in the 55. Starting 5th will be Dez in the 96. Starting 28th be Steve R in the 25. Starting 32nd be Alan Shaw in the 11. '41st two of them there. Just need one. Will be yours truly, starting in the rear with the gear, Dwayne Martz in the 21. Starting 37th will be Demos in the 17. Starting 15th got two of them there. Will be Chris Delaware in the 76 car. Starting 25th will be J.B. Gorman. And the 79 starting 11th be G Puck, defending champ. Starting in the 22 car in 11th. Starting 8th, Troy Carter in the 55. Starting 20th will be H. Hess in the 88. Starting 26th will be MP Fox, last race winner, be a TV driver in the 12 car. Okay, here starting 19th, be the last car in the middle group, would be Bob B in the 68, 69 car. Starting 42nd will be Frank Wainscott in the double zero car. Starting 6th, Sean D in the 33. And if everything worked out right, starting 4th will be Fan-O-Matic in the 19 car. Alrighty, let's go over the starting grid here for the Martinsville 250. Your pole sitter and the 14 Darla starting second. Philip Reynolds in the 64 starting third. Fast Eddie in the 9 starting fourth. Fan-O-Matic in the 19 starting fifth. Dez in the 96 starting sixth. Sean D in the 33 starting seventh. Glenn P in the 4 starting eighth. Carter in the 55 starting ninth. Candy in the 68 starting 10th. Bobby in the 20 car starting 11th. Defending champ G Pucks in the 22 starting 12th. In the 1 car is Keith Avalon. Excuse me. Starting 13th, Michael P in the 73. Starting 14th, D Scott in the 13. Starting 15th, Chris Delaware in the 76. Starting 16th in the 88 is Park. Starting 17th. OG in the 28, starting 18th in the 23 is Glenn B. Starting 19th, Bob B in the 69, starting 20th. How's it going, Anthony? Starting 20th, H. Hess and in the 88, starting 21st. Ken in the 92, starting 22nd. P-Jet in the 44. Starting 23rd, Paul in the 55, starting 24th. Tim in the 26, starting 25th. JB in the 79 car, starting 26th. Last race winner, MP Fox in the 12, Starting 27th is Hammer Time in the 34. Starting 28th, Steve R. in the 25. Starting 29th, Elvis in that 00. Starting 30th, Michael B in the 1. Starting 7. Starting 31st in the 17 is Keith White. Starting 32nd, Alan Shaw in the 11. Starting 33rd, Jim Cutter in the 68. Starting 34th, Double D in the Deuce. Starting 35th, Matt in the 59. Starting 36th, Zoom in the 4. Starting 37th, Demos in the 17. Starting 38th, Gray in the 42. Starting 39th, Ward in the 24. Starting 40th, Sarah Reynolds in the 97th. Starting 41st, yours truly, Martz in the 21. Starting 42nd is Frank Wainscott in 00. And shotgun to the field, starting last is Trouble in the 55. Get ready to do some racing here tonight. Alrighty, get the dice out here and let's go racing as Darla is going to lead us to the green flag here at Martinsville. 25-turn race. And we're going to start off with a middle group of Smart. Who's Smart in the middle group? First up is Glenn B. We got a 411. That ain't going nowhere. Devin OG in the 28. Not with a 5. He's not in a blue one. Michael P. He's smart. Can he get out of this middle group? Not with a 6-1. He can't. And the last driver that's smart here in the middle group is Candy. And she says, not with that blue one, I ain't getting out of this middle group. We go to turn number 2. And we got a bottom group of Trouble. Here we go. Trouble at Martinsville. Okay. Is there any modifiers here? No, no modifiers. Here we go. First up is HS. Needs a 6 to escape. Doesn't get it. HS is involved in the wreck. How about Mr. Ken Castro? He needs a 8. He makes it through. P-Jet needs a 7. He makes it through. Paul Gavier needs a 7. He makes it through with Snake Eyes. How about Tim? He needs a 7 to make it through. He doesn't. Tim's involved in the wreck with HS. JB needs a 5 to make it through. No, he's wrapped up in this wreck too. He can't escape the mess. MP Fox, last week's winner, needs a 7. He makes it through. Hammer Time needs a 7. He makes it through. Steve R needs a 6. Not happening. Steve R is involved in the wreck. Elvis, can he avoid this trouble? No, he can't. Yeah, he can with an 8. He gets an 8 and makes it through. Michael B needs a 6. He makes it through. Keith White needs a 7. He makes it through. Alan Shaw needs an 8. He makes it through barely with double 4s. How about Jim Cutter? He needs an 8. He makes it through with Snake Eyes. Double D needs an 8. Makes it through with a 6. Matt needs a 10. And he gets it easily. Zoom needs an 8. Makes it through. How about Demos? He needs a 5. He barely makes it through with a 5. Danny and Gray needs a 6. He doesn't make it through. Danny and Gray's involved in the wreck. Next up is Ward. He needs a 6. Makes it through. Sarah Reynolds needs an 8. Makes it through. Yours truly, Dwayne Marks, needs a 9. Makes it through with a 7. Frank Wayne Scott needs a 6. Doesn't make it through with a 10. And Trouble with her 12 automatically makes it through. So how many cars we got involved in this melee here at Martinsville on turn number 2? 6 cars involved in this wreck. Let's see if their crews can get them fixed and get them back out there. Still the beginning of the race. Don't need a 9 to repair these things. Let's see. Frank Wayne Scott, can he repair this car? Barely gets the car repaired. He's back out on the track. How about Danny and Gray? Yep, he gets his car fixed. He's back out there. Steve R. He barely gets her fixed with a 9. How about JB Gorman? No, JB will be the first car out of this race. The 79 will finish 43rd. JB. Car's too damaged to continue. Here comes Tim in the 26. He's back out on the track. And last one is HS. And he makes her back out there. So only one car was unable to get repaired. That'll take us to turn number 5 with those 2 caution flags. Laps or turns rather. Here we go. Turn 5. We got a middle group of Reflex in the middle group. First up is Bob B. We got a 3-1-4. And he gets Philip Reynolds. Goes from 19th all the way up to 2nd. Good job by Bob B. Here comes Glenn B. Let's see if the B's can do it. Not with a 1-1. He ain't going nowhere. Next up is Parks in the 88. With a 1-1 ain't going nowhere either. How about D. Scott Howard? Can he get up there? 5-5-6 ain't getting nowhere. How about Michael P? Can he make her up there? Not with a 6, he's not. Keith Avalon with a 1-5-2. And he gets Sean D with that 2. Goes from 12th up to 6th. Nice job by Keith. Here comes Bobby. Not with a 6, she's not going nowhere. And last one's Troy Carter trying to get up in that top group. Not with a 5, he's not. We go to turn number 6 here at Martinsville. Here we go. And we got another middle group. This time we got a rare problem in the middle group. And it helps if you don't bang the camera and you get the problem chart out. Alrighty, what kind of rare problem do we have here in the middle group? We got a 12. We got a driver error. Moves to the bottom group. So now we got to find out who has made the error here. Alrighty, let's see here on the finder chart. It's a 15. And the middle group is going to be the driver 1 odd. That's going to be Candy. Going to drop back here to 42nd. Let's see who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Ken Castro. Can he move up? Not with a 5, he can. How about PJ? Yes, he can with a 2. Still got 42 cars running. We'll go to our first pit stop here on turn number 7. You still got Darla in the lead here from the get-go. Bob B second now. Fast Eddie is third, followed by Fanomatic. Dez is fifth. Keith Avalon sixth. Glenn P seventh. Troy Carter eighth. Bobby Catalino ninth. And rounding out your top 10 is our champ, G-Puck. Here we go. First pit stop of the race. And it'll be the bottom group with pit stops and 1 and 2 switch spots. Alrighty here. Let's see if anybody in the bottom group can get some chips here. First up is Ken, who needs a 4. See if Ken can get a chip here. No, he doesn't get a chip. Okay. See who's up next here. Paul needs a 5. He doesn't get one either. How about MP Fox needs a 5? Nope. How about Hammer Time needs a 5? He gets a chip. Yeah, you got a car in the race. You're up to second there. Let's see here. Amish Elvis needs a 4 and doesn't get it. Michael B needs a 6, doesn't get it. White needs a 5, doesn't get it. Alan Shaw needs a 4, doesn't get it. Jim Cutter needs a 4, doesn't get it. Double D needs a 4, he gets it. Matt needs Snake Eyes, and he gets it with Snake Eyes. How about that? That 59 crew coming through with Snake Eyes gets a chip. Zoom needs a 4 and gets it. These guys back here in the back, pit crews are coming through for him. Demos needs an 8, gets it. Roger Ward needs a 6 and gets it. Give these guys back here some credit. Their pit crews are doing a heck of a job. Heck of a job. Who's up next? Sarah Reynolds needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Yours truly needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Trouble needs nothing. Can't get one. Hess needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Tim needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Steve R needs a 6. Doesn't get it. How about Danny and Gray needs a 6? He'll get her. And Frank needs a 6. He gets it with these double 3s. Last one's Candy needs a 5. Can she get a chip? And no. Alrighty, we'll move these drivers up with the chip. Now we'll see after we get everybody realigned back here in the back. Anybody can beat Darla out of the pits. Alrighty, here we go. The 3 car, which is Fanomatic, gets the job done. Takes over the lead. First pass for the lead here today. Darla has led every every turn until now. Fan-O-Matic gets that 19 car up there after a nice pit stop. Here we go, turn number 8. And we got a bottom group of control. Who's got control? We got all these chips back here. Hammer Time doesn't have control. Neither does Double D or Matt or Zoom or Demos or Ward or Danny and Gray. None of the drivers with chips have control. That is crazy. Who would have thought that? Out of 8 drivers, none of them have control. Sure, first one up is Ken Castro. Can he get up here to the middle group? 262. And he gets Philip Reynolds. Goes from 26 up to 18th. Next up is Paul. Can Paul get out of this rear with the gear? Not with a 5, he can't. MP Fox trying to be a back-to-back winner, but he can't do it from 30th. He's not going nowhere. Elvis trying to win this race for Lisa Marie. It's not going nowhere. Keith White at 17. Can he make it out of here? How about a 2-1-1? And G-Puck holds him off. Next up is Alan Shaw with control. Not with a 5, he's not. How about Mr. Jim Cutter? A 3-1-3. Get Sean D. Goes from 35th up to 9th. Good job by the 68 car. Sarah Reynolds trying to get out of the bottom group here. Can she get out of here? Not with a 5, she's not. No, you're not out of the race, Tim. You're back in 40th, though. You got your car fixed. Here comes trouble. And it's trouble for somebody. A 262. And trouble gets Ken Castro. Goes from 35th up to 18th. And the last one's Candy. A 236. And gets D. Scott Howard. And that's it for turn number 8. Alrighty, let's go to turn number 8. Turn number 9, rather. Turn number 9, another bottom group. Now we got a problem in the bottom group. Who has the problem? 63. Somebody in the rear with the gear. That'll be 21st car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's you, Tim. What kind of problems poor Tim got? 65. He's got an engine trouble. We are now in the middle third of the race. It'll take a 5 for Tim to fix the car. And no, Tim will finish 42nd in that 26 car. We go to turn number 10, getting close to the halfway point here. Another bottom group. We got Reflex in the bottom group. Let's see who has the Reflex. D. Scott Howard's got Reflex. 352. And he gets Glenn B. Goes up to 23rd. Who's up next? Ken Castro's got reflex. Now with the 6, he's not going anywhere. Can yours truly finally get out of the rear with the gear? A 1, 4, 3. I may be able to get out of here. And goes from 37th up to 15th. Back up in the middle groups. Okay, who's up next? It'll be Keith White up next. We got a 5. He's not going nowhere. How about Michael B in the 1 car? Another 5. Here comes Elvis. He's trying to leave the bottom group. And that was a 5. Last race winner, MP Fox, with a 141. And I hold him off barely. Sure, with that reflex quality. Next up is Paul. A 2, 3, 3. Gets Michael P. Goes from 29th up to 12th. Next up is Philip Reynolds in that 64 car. A 3, 1, 3. And he gets Jim Cutter, goes from 28th up to 9th. Good job by Philip. Here comes some chips. Roger Ward's got a chip and reflex. A 1, 5, 2. And he gets D. Scott without using his chip. Next up is David Demos with a chip. Not with a 5, he's not, but he's got the chip. And he gets Dwayne March, yours truly. Goes from 24th up to 15th, but he uses his chip. And the last one with reflex is Hammer Time with a chip. A 6, he's going to need to use his chip. And he gets Trouble. Goes from 20th up to 18th. And that's it for turn number 10. Alrighty, here we go. Turn number 11. And we got our first pedal to the metal. See who's going to start this pedal to the metal. It's going to be the 9th place car. Philip Reynolds is going to start this. Can Troy Carter join him here? Yes, he can. Troy Carter joins the train. How about Bobby? Yes, she does. How about Paul Govier? Yes, he does. How about Candy? Yes. How about Parks? Can he join up? No. It'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-car train going after G-Puck. They get him. Going after Glenn P. They get him. Going after Keith Avalon. No, Keith holds them off. They pick up 2 spots. Philip Reynolds makes it up to the top group. Alrighty. Turn number 12. Alrighty. Let's see what's going to happen here in turn number 12. We got another pedal to the metal, back-to-back pedal to the metals. Let's see what happens here. This time it'll be the 24th place car. Yours truly starting this train. See who's going to join up. D. Scott Howard, he's joining the parade. How about Danny and Gray? Yep, he says, I'll join right in. Next up is Frank. He's joining the party. How about Jim Cutter? Yep, he says, let me join this train. Michael P. Yeah, he's joining. How about last week's winner? Yep, he's joining MP Fox. How about Elvis? Elvis is joining right in. Michael B. Nope, it's going to stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. First one up is Zoom. Zoom's out of the way, going after Matt. Can we get Matt in the 59 car? Sure can. Going after Double D. Double D puts a stop to it. We pick up 2 spots. That's it. Alrighty, halfway. Cross flags are out. Turn number 13. And another pedal to the metal. 3 in a row. It's getting crazy. This time it'll be the 25th place car. Starting this train, it'll be Frank. See if Jim Cutter can then join in the fray. Yes, he can. How about Michael P? No, it's just a 2-man gang going after Danny and Gray. Danny and Gray stops them. They don't pick up any spots. Turn number 14. We got a top group of skill. Who's got the skill up here? First up is Keith. Phantomatic's got skill to take a 4, 5, or 6 to beat him. 6 ain't getting it done. Bob B's got skill. A 3-1's not getting her done. That's it. Nobody else has skill. Turn number 15. Another bottom group. This time it's reflex in the bottom group. Who's got the reflex? First up is Glenn B. With a 1, 4, 4. And gets demos. Goes from 41st up to 15th. Unlucky number 15. That seems to be the spot everybody's picking on. Ken Castro's up next. How about a 1, 2, 5? Gets Paul Govier. Goes from 38th up to 11th. Nice job by Ken. How about Clinton Parks? Can he get out of the rear with the gear? Not with a 6. Next up is Keith White, and that's 17. A 1, 5, 2. And Roger Ward uses his chip to hold him off. Michael B, he's got reflex. How about a 3, 1, 1? And Bobby holds him off. Here comes Elvis. Not with a 6, he's not going nowhere. How about MP Fox? Not with a 5. Michael P. Not with all triple 6s. Michael P's got a problem. What kind of problems Michael P's got? A 31. He's got battery problems. He'll drop to the bottom, man. He'll go from 27th back to 41st. Here comes Jim Cutter trying to get out of the bottom group. with a 162. And he gets P-Jet, goes from 26th up to 19th. Here comes D. Scott in that 13 car. Lucky number 13 doesn't pan off this time. Here comes Dwayne Martz in that 21. He ain't going nowhere with a 6. And that's it for the bottom group with Reflex. You got Fanomatic in the lead, followed by Fast Eddie. Third's Bob B. Darla's. Fourth. Fifth is Dez. Sixth is Keith Avalon. Seventh is Philip Reynolds. Eighth is Troy Carter. Ninth is Bobby. And rounding out your top 10 is Candy. We go to turn number 16. And another bottom group of Reflex. Let's do it all over again. First up is Michael P. We got a 3-5-1. And Ward holds him off. How about David Demos? All 555s. David has a problem. 46. Max the wall. Let's see if they can repair this car. Still in the middle here. It'll take a 5 to get the car fixed. No. Demos. He drops out of the race. Will finish 41st in that 17 car. I need a third driver to drop out. Next up is Paul Govier. A 3-2-5. He's a moving on up. And he gets Ken Castro, goes from 37th up to 11th. Here comes Parks. Got a few opportunities. A 1-1-6. He says, I'm coming through this time. Gets Bobby. Goes from 36 rather, up to 9th. Next up is Keith White. A 1-4-5. And again, he gets that number 15 spot. That 15 spot isn't very lucky, that's for sure. Nobody seems to be able to hold on to it. How about Michael B? Not with a 4, he's not going nowhere. Elvis with another shot here. Still not going nowhere. How about Mr. Fox? A 2-2-6. He says, this time I'm out of here. Goes from 27th up to 10th. Knocks Candy back. Here comes P-Jet. Uh-oh, P-Jet's got a problem. 666s. A lot of problems back here this turn. These guys are really pushing it, having problems. Tire rub. It'll drop back to 42nd. 40th rather. Alrighty, D. Scott Harris trying to get out of the rear with the gear. Not with a 5, he's not. Yours truly. This is like my third shot here. And a 2-1-2. Can I get out of Dodge? Goes from 22nd up to 9th. Knocks Clinton Parks back. Makes the top 10 so far. See if I can hold it. And that's it for the bottom group here on turn number 16. Our money stop, last pit stop of the race. Here on turn number 17. It'll be a top group 5 and 3 switch. Alrighty, now let's see if anybody in the top group can get some chips. First up is Fanomatic, needs a 4. Not happening. So does Fast Eddie, needs a 4. Yeah, it ain't happening with box cars. Bob B needs a 6. Nope, gets a 10. Keith needs a 6. Gets an 8. Dez needs a 4. And he gets it. Dez is getting a chip. Darla needs a 4. She's not getting one with double 4s. And Philip Reynolds needs a 5. And he's getting a chip. 2 of the crews came through up here. See if anybody can beat Phantomatic out of pits. If they don't, Phantomatic will get a chip for leading 10 straight turns here at Martinsville. You got the 2-car Philip Reynolds. He gets him. Philip Reynolds gets up to the lead and he has a chip. Looking good for Philip Reynolds here. Turn 17. 64 cars up there. Alrighty, on to turn number 18. We got a middle group of skill plus a problem. First we'll do the skill, and then we'll do the problem after that. First up is hammer time. Not going nowhere with the 6. How about Mr. Delaware? Not with a 5, he's not. I mean, G-Puck that was. Next up is Delaware. Was one driver early here. 3-6-1's not getting him nowhere. How about Mr. Ward? A 3-1-6 is going to get him somewhere, but Dez uses his chip, holds him off. Yours truly, can I make it up here to the top group with skill? Oh, 1-6-6. I take Darla and get 7th place. And now we'll see who has the problem here in the middle group. It'll be 14. What car is that? One even Troy Carter has the problem. Was sitting there in 8th the whole race, and now he's got a problem. What kind of problems Troy got? 26. He's got an electrical problem, and we are now in the last third of the race. So it's going to take Snake Eyes to stay in the race. Troy Carter unfortunately can't get that electrical problem fixed. He will drop out and finish 40th in that 55 car. See who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Trouble, who started last. Started 43rd. She makes it up to 19th. Right now, your top 10 is Philip Reynolds, Dez 2nd, Phantomatic 3rd, Fast Daddy 4th, Bob B 5th, Keith Avalon 6th, Dwayne March 7th, Darla 8th, MP Fox 9th, and rounding out your top 10 is Paul Govier. Here we go, turn number 19. And another pedal to the metal. There we go. And it'll be the, what's that? Is that a 19 or, yeah, it's a 19. So it'll be the 24th position again. That's Frank Wainscott. Is Candy going to join him? Yes, she is. How about Amish Elvis? Yes, he is. How about Matt? Yes, sir. Zoom. Yes, indeedy. Now Michael B. Michael B's joining the party. Glenn B. The B's are all in it. How about Alan Shaw? Alan Shaw says, let me in there. Sean D. Sean D's joining the fray. Sarah Reynolds. Yes, indeed, she says. How about Bobby? No, stops there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. Here they go after Danny and Gray. They get him. Going after going after D. Scott Howard. And he puts a stop to it there. And he pick up one spot. Danny and Gray loses all those spots, sure. He got freight train. They bumped him out of that bottom groove here at Martinsville and sent him back to 33rd. All right, turn number 20. Getting close to the end here. We got a middle group of skill. Who's got the skill? First up is Hammer Time. He's got the skill. A 115. I'll say he's got the skill. Hammer Time goes from 17th up to 2nd. G-Puck, can he get that 22 car up front? Not with a 5, he can't. Here comes Chris Delaware in that 76. He's not going nowhere with a 6. Roger Ward with a 146. He gets Bob B. Goes from 12th up to 5th. Cracks the top 5. And that's it for skill. Here we go. 5 turns left. 50 miles here. And another pedal to the metal. And this time it'll be the 33rd. It'll be Danny and Gray trying to get even with all these guys that passed him. Let's see here. Can Bobby join the fray? No, it's a one-man train going after Sarah Reynolds. Nope, Sarah puts a halt to that. Danny and Gray, he tried to push his way through, couldn't get her done. Turn 21. We got a bottom group of Reflex in the bottom group. Here comes P-Jet. A 213 gets Darla. Darla, our pole sitter, goes from 8th the whole way back to 39th. Crazy. Oh, this is a homebrew rule ID that Rob exclamation point came up with for YRL. I'm rolling 2 20-sided dice, adding them together, and that's what position you check and see who after that you roll a 6-sided dice, and if it's a 4 or less, they join you. Once you get to a 5, that stops the train. How many people can join the pedal to the metal? And then after that, let's say car 8 begins the train, then you roll a 6-sided dice, and 4 and under, you automatically pass the car in front. So once you get to a 5, that stops the train, and that person that got past, however many cars that was in the train, they lose all those positions. So poor Darla goes from leading this race to being 39th. Here comes Steve R. He's trying to get out of this bottom group. A 316. Last week's winner's not staying up in the top 10 long. Steve R gets him, sure. Here comes Ken. Can Ken get up there? Not with a 5. How about Bobby? A 236. He says, move out of the way, Bob B. Here I come. Goes from 34th up to 12th. Glenn B. trying to get out of this bottom group. How about a 324? And goes from 29th up to 11th. Devin OG is going backwards. Here comes Michael B. With a 413. Not going nowhere with that 4. Elvis has not been able to get a decent roll all day. Still can't. D. Scott Howard in that 13. Is it finally going to be lucky number 13? A 1-2-1. And Glenn B holds him off. How about Mr. Parks in the 88? A 1-2-4. And he gets Glenn B, goes from 21st up to 11th. And that is it for turn 21. Here we go with a top group of problem. We got a problem in the top group. And it is the 5 car of Keith Avalon has the problem. What kind of problems poor Keith got? 33. He's got an odd problem. And it's a 36 in the odd problem. He's got radio problems. He's going to drop back to 39th. See who all moves up here. First up to move up into the top group is P-Jet. And P-Jet moves up. See who moves up here to the middle group. First up is going to be Double D. He's not going nowhere. How about Glenn B? Nope. How about D. Scott? Nope. How about Frank? Nope. How about Candy? No. How about Elvis? No. Darn, nobody wants to move up. How about Matt? No. Zoom. Zoom says, I'll take it if nobody wants it. Goes from 27th up to 19th. Getting close to the end here. Philip Reynolds is looking strong with that chip out in front. Two turns to go here. Excuse me. We got a bottom group of Star. First time we've had Star today. How many stars we got back here? First up is HS. A 3-1-5 gets Paul Govier, goes from 36th up to 9th. Devin OG's a star. A 3-1-4 gets Hess, goes from 28th up to 9th. That 9th spot's getting pretty popular now. Michael B, what's he going to do? He's got a 4, ain't getting nowhere. You got Matt with a chip to use with Star. A 2-2-2, and anything that would stop him from moving up is triples, and that's what he gets. He's got a problem. Poor Matt can't buy a break today. A 61. He's got an engine problem. It'll take Snake Eyes to stay in the race. Doesn't get it. Matt in that 59 car will finish 39th. Was pushing that car a little too hard trying to get up there. Any more stars? Candy's a star. A 2-6-4. And gets trouble. Candy does. Goes from 24th up to 18th. And the last one with Star is Double D with a chip. A 2-4-2. And he gets Glenn P without using his chip. Everybody moves up here after poor Matt had his trouble. Problem, actually. And here we go. The white flag is out here at Martinsville. Final turn. Like I say, Philip Reynolds is looking good with that chip up there. Can he hold him off here in the final turn? And we got a pedal to the metal for the final turn. Here we go. And it'll be the 16th place car. Can Dez go from 16th the whole way up to the lead here? And will anybody join him? Jim Cutter's going to join him. How about Candy? No, Candy's not. It's a two-man gang. They're going after G-Puck. And G-Puck stops them, and that is your race. Your winner of the Martinsville 250 is Philip Reynolds. Congratulations to Philip Reynolds, man. Wins the race. He will be in the playoffs. The 64 car finishes in the lead. Finishing second in the 34 is Hammer Time. Nice race by the 19 of Fan-O-Matic, finishing third. Fast Eddie's having a great year. He's won a race. Now he's back up in the top 5. Finishing 5th is Ward in that 24 car. Yours truly cracks the top 10 after starting 41st. Finishes 6th. How about P-Jet finishing in the top 10 and 7th? Steve R in that 25 car finishes 8th. Devin OG in that 28 car, he finishes 9th. The 88 of Parks rounds out our top 10. And then 11th is Bobby in that 20 car. Chris Delaware finishes 12th in that 76. Keith White, he makes it up to 13th in that 17 car. Thank you, ID. Appreciate it, man. You got Double D in the Deuce finishing 14th. How about G-Puck, defending champ, finishing 15th in the 22. Dez in the 96 finishes 16th. Jim Cutter in the 68. He'll finish 17th. Candy in the 68. The 68 are sticking together. Finishes 18th. And Zoom in that 4 car finishes in the middle group. Finishes 19th. First car in the bottom group will be 4 car Glenn P. And the Glens are sticking together. Finishing 21st into 23 is Glenn B. D. Scott Howard in that number 13 finishes 22nd. And finishing 23rd in that 00 is Wayne Scott. Finishing 25th After starting last is Trouble. Trouble made it up there for a little while. Got bumped back. Here's a guy that had a lot of opportunities to move up. The 00 of Elvis. Just could not get the rolls. Finishes 25th. Finishing 26th. And that one car is Michael B. Finishing 27th in that 88 is H. Hess. Finishing 28th and 11 is Shaw. With his buddy right behind him in that 33 of Sean D. What a difference here. Sarah Reynolds finishes 30th after dear old dad wins the race. Danny and Gray in that 42 car finishes 31st. Bob B in that 69 car will finish 32nd. Ken Castro was all over the place this race. It was like a yo-yo up and back. Finishes 33rd. And what a difference a week makes. The 12 car Fox wins the last race, now finishes 34th. Finishing 35th in the 55 is Paul Govier. Michael P in that 73 finishes 36th. And Darla, a pole sitter, after leading a good chunk of the early part of this race and being in the top 10 almost the whole race, ends up finishing 37th. Disappointing day for Darla. And the last car still running on the track in the one car. Keith Avalon finishes 38th. Alrighty, I hope y'all enjoyed the race. I want to thank ID Gesture, Tim, Anthony for stopping by. Didn't see here that we was invaded here. Check out those guys' channel. You got ID. Started doing some red, white, and blue. Just did some second season football today. Tim's working on the Stratomatic baseball. Bleacher Bums has been putting some nice stuff on there about the dead ball era. And hopefully in a couple weeks here, he'll have the 2021 Glory Days football season available in print and PDF, along with game in print. Looking forward to that. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and on your way out of the arena, out of the track here, hit that like button, leave any comments and all, and hit that bell for reminders. Find out what's coming up on the channel here. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this Monday evening. Y'all take care. Until next time.